By 2053, the middle class is going to be no more. I was recently reading a report from the World Economic Forum, and truth be told, by 2053, that is the final year that it's going to be one of these two classes. You're either going to be poor or you're going to be rich. Now, if you don't notice that trend, over time, the rate at which inflation has been growing has been extremely high. I mean, just to give you context for the people that are in Uganda, look at yourself 10 years ago. If you had 100,000 10 years ago, say in 2010, 2008, that was a ton of money. You would buy this, move around. Actually, finishing that money was quite complicated. But now, 100K, you take it to the bar, it's not enough money for the bar anymore. So meaning you buy a cup of drinks and it's done and dusted. So what that trend is showing is the longer we go, the more our purchasing power is going to fall. Meaning in the near future, 500K is going to be chumps change for the guys that are in Uganda specifically, and all other countries involved as well. Whereas the rate at which our money is increasing, if you're to notice, the salary is growing 2% annually, whereas inflation is growing at 10%. What this means is you're going to get to a certain point X, and your money has been growing at 2, whereas the rate at which the expenditures is growing at 10. Just look at sugar. A couple of years back, a couple of bucks, you would have sugar. Look at rice, look at maize. Things were so affordable those days. But now, posho used to be how much? 10K? Now you can't get a 10 kg bag at less than 28. So that trend is only going to continue, meaning the rate at which you buy items is growing much faster than the rate at which your salary is growing. So what the president is doing, it's creating a situation whereby at some point, you're going to have money, but it's never going to be enough to buy all the things that you need. Now, why I'm sharing this video is just for this one point. What that means is you need to figure out, what do I need to do to get onto the right side so that I'm wealthy. If that is the trend and that is what is coming, it means your job is not to fight the trend, because man, there are some forces above us that may not be able to get to prevent you from fighting the system the way it is. But you could figure out, what do I need to do to get on the right side of this entire thing. That means, how do I get wealthy? And getting wealthy means one thing. All you need are two things. Number one, the knowledge about what to do. How do I invest in real estate? How do I actually build wealth? How do I invest in stocks? How do I invest in bonds? Because you keeping your money in the bank is useless. You're going to have 10 million in the bank, and 10 years later you can't even buy sensible things with that same 10 million Uganda shillings in the bank account. So that means, why keep the money? You'd rather invest it somewhere where it's earning some kind of dividend and increasing the money that you're making, as opposed to leaving it there. So as a caution, what I'm going to do, personally, I'm not a pro at this entire investing game. I'm just going to tag for you quite a number of people. Among them is someone called Barros Group. He shares a ton of content on investing and how to put together real estate, what your portfolio should look like. And I feel like his content is quite helpful for you. I will tag him below, and just to learn a thing or two about wealth building as you're getting ready for that time when the middle class is dead. So work towards, how do I get to the right side? So yes, personally, I'm an economist, so that's why I tend to read these reports, and I thought maybe I should share this to you, so I never know who learn a thing or two as they're getting ready for 2053. But that's all from me, folks. I share a ton of content on sales and marketing. If that's your kind of content, don't forget to follow me. And if you're looking for a way of supporting me, visit monkeypesa.com. It's an artificial intelligence tool that literally sells for you. So if you'd like to know more, drop me a DM or visit the link that I'm going to leave right here. But that's all from me, folks. Bye-bye.